All right, so I'm not going to sell you a dream. In 2025 and moving forward, it is getting harder for beginners to sign new clients. Like you're starting from zero, it's hard to get clients, even if you are trying to do things for free. Like it has to be good at the end of the day, even if it's free. So a lot of people, business owners mainly, have been burned out with with beginners, with shitty agencies promising them earth and heavens, like skies and heavens, pretty much, with the crazy guarantees. I know you heard about that, so yeah, let's just move on with the topic of the video, which is how to build authority in 90 days. Reason one, number one, why you should build authority is because without authority, you won't be able to sign clients pretty quickly. And to build authority, you need to have credibility. Credibility is crucial for gaining client trust and establishing a strong reputation. Whether we like it or not, the first impression matters. For that reason, we want to put all our chances in our side when we are trying to reach out to prospects, or even when prospects found us by themselves. We want to put every chance on our side. So building authority in 90 days is not hard, but it's not easy. Your biggest killer will be imposter syndrome, and you'll have to shut it down. It's a mindset game. I will show you exactly what I did personally. I might sound a little insane, but I would say that I never really experienced imposter syndrome. I might be also like very egocentric. I have overconfidence in a sense, which is not really good, and that played against me in the beginning, to be fair. But that's another story for another video. So anyway, I just think this term have been overused and is actually just used to sound like, oh, don't worry, I was there too, when other people are trying to tell you, oh yeah, they felt that as well, yada yada. And honestly, like, I don't know, I don't believe that a surgeon is going to have imposter syndrome. So it comes with experience, right? And I want to give you that crap. Like, imposter syndrome comes from lack of confidence, and lack of confidence comes from lack of skill. I know that for a fact because of basketball. When I started playing basketball and I started to care, then I experienced that imposter syndrome in basketball, and that came initially from lack of confidence. When I started to practice and I got to a certain level, when I came back to play, my level of confidence was through the roof. So I wasn't feeling like an imposter anymore. But online, never really felt that. And if you are not playing a persona, playing a role, trying to sell something you're not good at, and you know for a fact that you're not good at it, then you're gonna feel like an imposter for sure, because you are. So you beat all of that with practice. You can become confident if you don't practice. Crazy, huh? So 90 days is plenty of time to build confidence, credibility, and authority all at the same time. And that's the beauty of it in a sense. So I have to give a little bit of context before moving forward with the video to explain how you're going to do that, just for understanding the nuances, because yes, there's a lot to it in a sense. It is, like I said, not hard but not easy. Otherwise, everyone will be signing clients, everyone will be authoritative and have credibility. But you get it. Like, if you are watching this video, it's because it's hard to get clients and you want to know how you can build authority in 90 days. So, steps to establish credibility. For me, credibility goes hand on hand with professionalism. Okay. The amount of time that I'm receiving emails, okay, like pitching me video editing, thumbnail, whatever. And first of all, they are sending me the pitch to my personal email, which is at gmail.com. You don't have the right to do that. Like, you can only send cold emails to business emails in the state, by the way, or in Canada. Otherwise, you can't do that shit. And a lot of people are doing that. So you are not professional and you're trying to pitch me a service, cannot work with you, first of all. Okay. Even though I suggest you not focus on your website before getting a client, I changed my opinion. Like, having a website in the beginning, they're just like a template. So when I say do not focus on your website, is like spending 6 months building your website, trying to making it perfect, all of this crap. And so you can skip all of that and just have like a website from a template, and that looks professional, and you're good to go. That's one step out of many others. Okay. Because having one is going to improve your chance of landing a client faster. They are going to Google you. I'm going to show you some interesting facts, but I'm telling you, now they Google people, like business owners Google people that are DMing them, whatever. They just check before even responding, and ask yourself the question: do you really respond to someone directly without even checking them before? I doubt that. Okay. So yeah, that's why it's a good idea to just like to pick a template, start a website, and get going, so some practical steps to establish and maintain your credibility fast as a freelancer, or solo agency owner. You start by creating an online presence. So you set up your social media with a professional headshot and clear bio, and then you create a professional looking website from a template, as I just mentioned. And this is really, really often overlooked, but like, you buy a professional email, it costs what, like $12? No, even like $9 per month. Is $9 per month worth it for you to have a better chance to land a client? I hope so, honestly, because it makes you look more professional. And a lot of business owners themselves don't even have a professional email. So when they see a professional email, they think, oh my goodness, even me, I don't have a business email, and they do have a business email. Yeah, they are professional. So it just gives you more credibility at the end of the day. So now, next is to create a professional. First step for credibility is to create a professional online presence. So I want to show you what I did for my agency in the beginning. And before, having a website, personally, I had a website, but in another niche. And so when I went into the med spa niche, I just had a personal website, which was for branding. Like, I had like branding projects and e-commerce projects as well. So it wasn't really related to the niche. However, the website was looking extremely professional and visually appealing per se. Anyway, I still started outreach with a professional email, professional profile, and a professional website, even though it wasn't related to the niche. Okay. And anytime I got on a sales call, they told me, I checked your website and it looks very professional. I got that compliment many, many, many times. And so when I started the agency for the med spa industry, I worked more on like the narrative of the agency. So I come up with a name, with a tagline, and so on and so forth. And didn't really choose an SEO optimized title. Like, for example, Metspa marketing. There are some agencies that actually that's the name, but nowadays Google don't prioritize exact domain name matching. Doesn't work anymore. So I did good by not doing that. What I did though is build a narrative a brand story around the industry with my agency name. So my agency name is Pulse Revive, which came from Pulse Revive, which comes from bring back to life. Okay. And what I mean by that is like in the med spa industry, it's not only about aesthetics, it's about giving back confidence to their patients. Basically, they are reviving their beauty, hence the name of my agency. And when I explain the story to those owners, they're like, oh, that's so nice, and so on and so forth. It's just like a conversation starter. And I don't come to the sales call and say, oh, by the way, the name of my agency is this, this, and that. No, it's with content that you build that narrative in a sense. And also with email follow ups that I did that. And yeah, I mean, just captivate attention. So anyway, that was my website. Did a lot of changes recently. Recently, that's 7 months ago, I think now, that I decided to focus solely on the French market here in Montreal, in my city, to become the go-to. And that's why I come up with this 90 days authority sprint, whatever, to make you understand like what happened. So I now I'm in a position where I have a lot of referrals, and anytime someone is gonna mention, Metspa website or Metspa marketing, my name is gonna come up. Uh, in like I would say 5 times out of 10 now in my local area, not globally. I don't have any like brand authority worldwide in the mid industry. There are people way more competent than me, that's for sure. But locally in the French market, I am the only one as of now. So yeah, even like one follower, one like, that doesn't matter. We are talking about like the professional presence online with like how you are presenting yourself. So next thing was the professional looking website that I created. It's from scratch, that I did personally, but it only took me like exactly 1 week to build my website. It's not fancy at all, and up until now, I did not even change my offer, which like I changed my offer on the back end with my clients and with the referrals, but when they go to my website, it's the same thing, and I need to change that in the upcoming week or so. But I'm very lazy on that end because I'm comfortable now with what I'm at. The third step is, like I said, the professional email. And I'm telling you, like, that was one very big difference I did when I started sending cold emails in the beginning of my agency journey. And I had two emails. I did not know anything about cold emails. I did not follow any guideline to keep it short, whatever. I butchered the fuck out of it. Like long cold email, long ass cold emails, and I still got responses. Like I don't know if it's just because like the Quebec market, French market is different from the United States, but I would say it's interesting. Now I'm not sending any cold emails to be fair, but I know what worked for me back then. Back then is a big word. Last year, January last year, I was doing cold emails and still got client. So yeah, let's keep going. Next was my questioning if I should, have a personal name or agency name. And honestly, it depends because I had a lot of thoughts in terms of having an Arabic name and then working with mostly people that are white. I hear. I, I would lie if I'd say that I did not think that some people will actually don't work with me because they are racist. And then I thought about it and I was like, I don't even want to work with this kind of people, so I don't really give a fuck. And so yeah, I used my real name anyway, but my initial acronym per se that I was using was ID Design Studio, which is basically Image Jabi Design Studio. And the reason why I'm talking about that for authorities, like when you have an agency name, like the name is memorable, then people just remember you faster. Why? Because let me give you an example. If I did not have Pulse Revive, okay, like just Emed reaching out via cold email, Emed from where? And so like if someone asks Emed from where, there are other Emed, but a business owner is not gonna remember your beautiful first name and last name. They don't give a shit. Like they don't care. And so that's one reason to why I would also take an agency name, like a business name as general, instead of just using your name for outreach. Otherwise, it's just harder to make an impression. That's what I mean by that. This is my argument to why you should have an agency name. Again, ask yourself. You're gonna get emails, and then when I see some cold emails, like the agency name is freaking 5 6 words with an LTD at the at the same time. Do you really think that I'm gonna remember that? Do you really think you're gonna remember that? Like a six word agency name? No, you won't. And so that's why, if you really think about it again, most real like great agencies, they have easy to pronounce names, like easy peasy. And I'm not sure, but I think that's a reason. Like easy names and memorable names are important, just like for from a brand perspective. So yeah, that's one thing. The other thing is you can manipulate the way that you're gonna get ranked on Google. So let me give you an example. I told you that business owners do Google your name, and this is serious. It's not a joke. Even me, I do it. So if you're just getting started, become very, very mindful of what you put on the internet. Your business has to come up first, like on the first spot. It has to be. And this is the most common query a business owner will check on Google to look you up. So it will be first name plus company. So that's why if you don't have a company, how is going to find you? And if he can find you on Google, he's not going to respond. It's as simple as that. Like busy people are lazy as well. They're trying to save as much time as possible. And so if they can't find you, they can't uh, verify your identity, they're not going to respond. And then most certainly won't do business with you. That's what's crazy. So anyway, the way that I manipulate, the way they're going to do the research on me is by not giving my last name. So I don't say my first and last name on my emails. I was just like giving best Emed D or Emed W with me now. And so when they're going to Google, they're gonna put Emed Pulse Revive, and this is what comes up: pulserevive.com. The first result again, Pulse Revive here. My Instagram. Now my Instagram is not really focused on MedSpa because I created another Instagram for the agency. So what's gonna happen is that particular Instagram is going to rank there here instead of this, because that will be the Instagram for the agency. So anyway, the term med spa is included everywhere. So med spa, med spa, med spa, med spa, everywhere. Intentional. It is intentional. Subconsciously, I'm training my prospect's mind into thinking that I'm an expert, even if I hate this term, honestly. But you see, this is subconsciously also building credibility in your prospect's mind for you on your behalf, just by having your name Googleable. It's it's Googleable. And you have Instagram, website, and then they can click on the website. And then if you have a great offer and they click, and then you basically are convincing them with your landing page on your behalf. And then they come back to the email and they respond to you because they did their job, their due diligence, and now they want to respond to you moving forward. And I'm telling you, my clients told me that they Googled me. Like I have clients, they Googled me And that's when they decided to respond to me. And I really never thought of that until I created my first course, which was around May. And yeah, I mean, I'm like, oh, that actually plays a huge role into why some cold email sucks. Because if you don't have an online presence, you're not going to get any response. And especially if you're sending from like personal emails whatsoever, like no chance, man, no chance. So that brings me to my second point, which is, do you need a personal website or not? So I don't think it's necessary, honestly, but it's a great thing to build that, kind of about me section. So when someone really like Google your entire name, it's gonna showcase what is your title. So content creator, personal personality, online personality, whatever. I started to get referrals, and those people were asking for my personal website, and I did not have one. And that was when I wasn't really making a lot of money. So it's like around 2 years ago. And no, actually 1 year ago. Yeah, 1 year ago. I was making great money, anywhere from 5 to 8, but wasn't really consistent. However, I wasn't saying no to outside projects whenever I needed money. So, for example, I would only work with med spas. However, if someone from, let's say, an educational business was looking for a landing page or for whatever that I do, because I do also ads, Facebook ads, and I was like, yeah, I need a personal website. But now I don't even use it. So, yeah, that was my personal website that still matches my branding per se. Okay, it's in French, but you see like how it translates into my social media. It's the same typography, using the same style, so on and so forth. Even on Twitter now I changed that. But yeah, I mean, even on my personal YouTube channel, which I don't even use anymore right now, but you get it, this is not like a personal branding course or video, but just to give you like the gist of like what it actually does for you when you have a cohesive online presence. When someone is looking you up online, what are they gonna find? Like, are you credible or not? And even if you're a beginner, like if you're a beginner but you have all of this, believe me, it's better than not having anything. Okay, so that's it for basically just understanding that you need credibility before building authority. Now we're moving to the part where you learn how to build the authority in 90 days. So let's simplify this as much as possible. You need competence and confidence. To do so, you need to learn about your niches, ins and outs. And to do so, you need to understand how to learn faster. And actually, this is a lesson from my course. So that's why it's kind of, I'm lazy, I do not want to recreate something just for the video. So I'm filming this because I know it would be helpful anyway. The soft skills, remember the soft skills, no, because you did not see the first lesson, but I'm going to tell you this right now. How to learn is a soft skill. So when you learn how to learn, then you become better because you are learning faster and you know how to become efficient at learning. So that's how we're going to build confidence. At the same time, our competence. And I'm doing some rhymes here, but it really is. You're going to understand why, okay? To learn quickly, you need to be able to teach it. That's where lead magnets come into play. By building lead magnets, you start understanding your niche. And yes, you can use AI, but you have to do something. Like you have to create something tangible that you can basically sell for at least $50. And believe me, after you build 3 or 4 of those, it's impossible that you don't know what you're talking about. Once you build your first one, you'll have an epiphany. And that epiphany, like just makes you understand, oh, it wasn't that hard actually to believe in myself, to believe that I can do it. With lead magnets, you teach your audience about a solution to a problem they have, and at the same time, you prove that you know what you're talking about, prove your competence and credibility, and you build authority and frame your prospect's perception. Like, he knows what he's talking about. She knows what she's talking about because of the lead magnet. Sometimes, a business owner is just gonna download the lead magnet and see like what you've done, just to prove to themselves that, oh yeah, they're gonna take a great decision, by moving forward and working with you. So again, yeah, this course, this video is not about creating lead magnets. I can create one about that, but I don't think it's appropriate for this channel in a sense. But anyway, you need to be convinced that your lead magnet could be sold for at least $50. Like I told you, again, you don't remember the bonuses. Yeah, I mean, this video is kind of butchered, but I'm not gonna repeat it. So let me just move on with that. Your lead magnet needs to be $50, like needs to be sold for at least $50, and like, you have to believe that it could be sold for $50. If you don't believe it could be sold for $50, it's not good enough. Every lead magnet that I created, I believed that it could be sold for $50. Like even the free ones that I'm selling right now, selling that I'm giving. I mean, my free framework course, is it worth $50? Of course. My lead magnet about onboarding and offboarding framework clients, is it worth $50? Yes, it is worth $50. So you have 90 days to build at least four lead magnets, which will 100% build your confidence, competence, and authority. On top of that, closing deals will become easier. So let me show you the timeline. Month one, you build your first lead magnet plus course, because that's what I teach in the course, in my course, that you need to build a course for your agency. I do have for that for my agency as well, by the way. It's just like I don't advertise it as of now, but I will do that. And then month two is to build your second and third lead magnet plus start a YouTube channel. And the YouTube channel is just like videos, like how you start your YouTube channel is a video going over your lead magnets, as simple as that. That's your first YouTube videos. And then by month three, you build your fourth lead magnet. Yeah, I published 3 videos on my YouTube agency's channel, and barely like getting 20 views per videos, and I still got 2 leads from that. And like, I published 3 videos and call it a day. I wasn't consistent with it, but I was surprised because I got one client because of my YouTube videos, and like another prospect that did not convert. I wasn't expecting anything, and in 2025, I'm really going all in as well on my YouTube channel for the agency, because I want to sell courses, like just not just services, but courses. This is like my main goal with it. And so, if you tell me, oh, you don't want to build a YouTube channel, whatever, like, come on, do you want to build authority or not? And if you want to build authority, again, you have to put all chances on your side. And with a YouTube channel, you don't need to be professional. I don't even show my face. Do you like this YouTube channel? I don't show my face. And the other YouTube channel of the agency, I do not show my face. Why? Because I want them to look me up. This is why I want them to do. When they're gonna look me up, they're gonna see my face. And it's just like building one brick after the other, because like a video is a trust factor, the voice, trust factor. When you add the face to it, trust factor. However, personally, I don't like when there are faces in tutorial videos. I just hate it. And so I don't do it myself. That's why. Even if. Oh, yeah. That was like an argument, that a pushback, actually, not an argument, an objection, where people say, oh, but if you teach them how to do it, like, why would they hire you? And I'm like, you're just like, the lead magnet is ideally a way to sell your services. Like, you position your services as the next step. That's the goal of the lead magnet. And again, like, this is not a video on building the lead magnet, but just to give you an idea, I'm going to show you what I did for my agency. This is in French, but I have four lead magnets at the moment. I'm going to tell you what it's all about. I have an offer which is four newsletters per month at $1,000 per month. And also, I'm going to create a course for MedSpas on how to write newsletters, like the way that I do it, like just like no writing newsletters. Oh, this is our promotion. No, it's like mostly how to write persuasive newsletters for MedSpas. Anyway, I have the offer, I have the lead magnet, and this lead magnet like upsell my services as of now, but now in 2025, I'm going to discontinue my writing newsletter offer for new clients as of now, and just push the course, which will be 500 bucks. The next lead magnet I have is about branding. The third one is about SEO and web design. And the fourth one is about Facebook ads. All of those are, upsells to either courses or services. And they're all are going to be upsells for my future courses for MedSpas. I use Gamma app to build my lead magnets for various reasons. And the main one is the ability to embed videos. Like, this is amazing. Embedding videos at the end, for instance, just to like give a gist of what could come next. And it's way better than just like text, and photos. With videos, I think it's way better. That's for sure. Anyway, for lead magnets, just coming back to that here, your 90-day timeline. So month one, build your first lead magnet, and forget the course, okay, for now, because you don't know what that is. But even that, imagine every lead magnet could be a course. So like you going over every section with a video, like format number one, just like an ebook, right? Format number two, a course that could be sold again for 50 bucks, and you just go over the slides. That's basically it. But you tell me, oh, but then if I film a video on YouTube for free, so how could I sell the course? You just change the content in a sense, or just add bonuses, like add more content, make it more valuable. I'm gonna create more videos on how like I did all of that. But again, it all comes down to building the authority in 90 days. And with lead magnets, you can do that really quickly. And you can add a VSL after that. But lead magnets is just like the fastest way to start, and the fastest way to attain that level of quote unquote authority, because I don't really like that word, but at the end of the day, doing that will beat your imposter syndrome, that's for sure. And will build your confidence, and it will build your authority. So yes, if you think you can skip the steps, unfortunately you can't, especially in 2025. It's getting harder. Again, I'm telling you, it's getting harder to get clients. And if your lead magnets are crap, by the way, then you're just doing yourself a disservice. But at the end of the day, if that prospect wasn't even going to respond to you, and after he downloaded your lead magnet and it's crap, he's not going to respond to you either. But still, you have to make it good. I'm telling you, you have to make it good. And that's a skill in itself. And that's where we at. We need to learn skills that make us better, and then makes us more valuable. So you either save people time, or you make them more money. Is that simple. So I'll see you on the next video.